What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BBB Gaming News channel. If you want to hear the other side of the news, subscribe and turn on notifications. In today's news, we're going to be touching on the subject of how Modern Warfare 2 accounts are still getting permabanned. So, let's crack on with the news. We recently reported on the fact that it would appear that Modern Warfare 2 accounts were being permabanned and how Activision had acted upon this and decided to start unbanning these accounts. However, that is furthest from the truth. It would appear that they attempted to unban these accounts. By doing that, they would have had to unban all accounts, but it was still causing problems for some of the people, whether it be their Battle.net still banned even if their Activision ID wasn't, or whether it be an issue with Steam. It would appear that there are still issues and people are still getting permanently banned. Whether this be due to false bans or whether they have had something detected is very much unknown at the moment, but it is very strange to see that a AAA game development company is having these types of issues. A lot of accounts being falsely banned, or maybe people are just claiming that they are getting falsely banned, and maybe, just maybe, they've had some form of detection. Something you have to remember here is that the use of an unlocker tool is definitely a bannable offence. The use of a VPN, also a bannable offence. Anything that goes against Activision's terms of service is a bannable offence. Could this somehow be linked to a lot of these bans? Quite possibly, but also it could be linked to Steam and how the issue is occurring. So without further ado, and thanks to It's Happer for allowing us to use his video here today, we are going to be running his video through where he explains quite a lot of this in detail. So let's check it out.
Boss, the whole unbanning accounts thing didn't work like you said it was going to.
What the hell are you talking about? We haven't gotten sued, have we?
Oh, you mean like other than all the women that have recently filed sexual harassment claims pertaining to your favorite sport of desk crawling?
Look, nerd. Anger amongst the community was building, and sometimes you just gotta be business savvy enough to concede. Unfortunately for us, the situation dictated that we be the one that cut our losses. I mean, I really thought customers would fall for it and purchase the game again, but I guess we can only lie and steal from people for so many years before they finally wise up.
Well, actually, sir, I'd previously advised that we should actually get to the root cause of all of these false bans, so that when we eventually did unban all these false flagged accounts, they wouldn't continue to become banned. I just think we should get ahead of the issue before, it gets out of hand. And
sorry, nerd, I got another call. I've got to go.
Mr. Boddick, you got a call on line 2. A Mr. Clitorius Jenkins.
Yes, go ahead and put him through, please. Hello, you've reached Activision CEO and King Dingaling, Kobe Boddick. How can I assist you? Howdy. Name's Cletus Jenkins. First off, you gotta acknowledge that my boss Hoppa is a real threat to your career, son. Shit! It's one of them hacker hunters. Never in my wildest dreams would I expect to be face to face with one of y'all. Well, sorry to burst your bubble there, buddy, but I'm not a hacker hunter, and I'm definitely not no dream. More like a nightmare. You're about to learn today, buddy, on a video that begins right now. What's up, what's good, YouTube? Hope everybody's doing fantastic, and welcome back to the channel. On yesterday's video, if you guys missed it, we covered the massive amount of false bans that were being pushed out on the Modern Warfare 2 games. Unsuspecting and even worse, legitimate players who had purchased the new MW2 game for, what, like 80, 100 bucks? Only to be banned. Some even got banned before they were able to finish setting up their keybinds within the settings, never even playing one game. While many crashed out of the campaign mode and then signed back in to find out that error code Chasm and Rhino means you're banned. Personally, I'd only ban people if they were playing the campaign mode on recruit difficulty. I'm kidding. But anyways, shortly after the release of our video yesterday, Activision decided to make a public announcement regarding the false ban. And to my surprise, and the surprise of anybody with half of a brain, they chose to unban every single account that they had banned on Modern Warfare 2 up to this point, while also making sure to remind players that if they were banned due to a hardware ID ban or flag issue or previous bans related to cheating on previous COD titles, would still get their account banned, but those that suffered the loss of accounts due to software conflicts or other legitimate reasons that were no fault of their own are going to regain access to the game that they spent the $100 on. Hey guys, Editor Hoppa here.
You guys know we're talking about the word ban in here. There's going to be plenty of spam bots telling you, oh, I got my guy unbanned on Instagram. Contact Weber Tools or contact this guy. They're all scams. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Hoppa, we finally got their attention and Activision finally listened to us. While I'd love to run with this narrative, I've also got to remember that other creators like Nero Cinema, who has vastly more viewership and a much larger platform and a much sweeter sounding vocal box than I could ever possibly have, also brought attention to the issues with their own content. So single-handedly, nah, and to be honest, nothing ever is. And rightfully so. The issues and complaints of one should never trump the needs and wants of the majority. But taking a step back, did we really score a victory? Or did we make things worse for those who still have issues that got their accounts banned in the first place? I mean, all we've heard up until this point is that they've unbanned every account that they've ever banned on MW2, but they also never shared exactly how many people that was. And I'm guessing it was a number high enough to make them feel uncomfortable enough not to share it with the general public. And I think by them band-aiding this issue, instead of fixing the core problem, why people are getting false banned, turned a tiny issue into a huge fucking problem. They literally did not fix the issue or issues that are causing players to get banned. In fact, I've had more people now reach out to me in DMs. I'm talking hundreds of people reach out to me on Discord, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, asking me for help or advice because the bans are still being rolled out left and right to legitimate players. Meanwhile, our buddy Grandpa Hacks has no problem logging on to MW2, showing us all these cool little new features that come along with his ESP and his humanized aimbot. And what's this, God mode glitch? You know, it seems to me that the COD franchise used to be likened to that of a delicatessen made by the hands of professional chefs. Tastes ranging from fun to spicy to uber enjoyable. Absolutely delicious. But then they hired more chefs and then hired some more and hired more until one day their dish ended up coming out like a mentally challenged goulash that they just happened to name Black Ops Cold War. And since people were stupid enough to buy that, they just added a little bit more salt and called it Vanguard. Now, it would be one thing if it was just a glitch or just an issue or a software conflict, but there are so many issues that are causing the walls of this franchise to crumble, and the dweebs working there are attempting to hold up the structure with toothpicks and band-aids. The sad part about it all is even Ray Charles can see this franchise is about to fall within its own footprint. What I'm trying to say is that when a bucket springs a leak, it is a much wiser decision to patch the leak more so than it is to try and keep refilling that bucket with water. It's gonna keep leaking. Patch the bucket so it holds water. Fix your game so it holds credibility.
So like I said earlier, thanks It's Happer for allowing us to use your video here today. If you guys want to go and check it out, it's linked in the description below. I suggest you go and check it out and check out It's Happer's channel. A lot of very informative videos over there. And if you guys are having trouble still, just keep reaching out to Activision because we all know how much they help out. Okay, yeah, of course they don't. Everybody is receiving automated responses, and this is where it becomes a massive problem. They have just released a game that is costing people money, whether it be $70 or $100, £70, £100, or whatever country currency you are using. It is costing the person money and they are being permanently banned, and a lot of these claiming it's false. It is definitely a shame to see these types of things happening, but also it is great to see that at least Activision are trying to ban accounts. They just seem to be getting it wrong at the moment, but hey, it's a step in the right direction, I think. I don't know. But either way, guys, if you are being falsely banned, unfortunately, I don't know the fix for that. It's Happer doesn't know the fix for that, and Activision appear to not know the fix for that. So just try and stay up to date with Activision on social media. They might put an update out, and keep checking your account on the daily if you are that bothered. Worst case scenario, I am sure you will be able to get some form of refund if this doesn't get fixed very soon. That's exactly what I will be doing anyway. If you guys enjoyed today's news, be sure to smash that thumbs up and give the video a share. It helps the channel massively. If you are new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you won't miss tomorrow's news. Triple B, over and out.